Be sure to refresh this channel multiple times each day for the hottest and latest WWE news and rumors. Like and subscribe.
This is the brash, the compelling, the intriguing, the entertaining Sean's View Entertainment, where we don't make you wait for the news and the rumors. We don't make you wait hours or weekends or days or months. We give you the news as it comes out around the clock. Sean's View Entertainment never ever stops. That's why it's so crucial and important to subscribe, hit that bell, select all notifications, and refresh my channel numerous times a day. What professional wrestling star that is prominent, is arrested, is in jail, is behind the bars? What other wrestler liked and enjoyed wrestling without no fans? Remember when we had COVID era? Remember that? Yeah. And what's the status of AJ Lee? Will she be wrestling? Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now, as it concerns a WWE and TNA star, they're a former TNA and WWE star, and they are an important figure. They are influential. They're a part of a monumental tag team. Former WWE and TNA star Chris Harris was arrested recently. The former America's Most Wanted tag team TNA star was arrested. The reason for his arrest was listed as being under the influence. Let's just hope that Chris Harris can get help. We don't want to see another wrestler go down like this. We don't want to see another travesty. We don't want to see another tragedy. Hopefully he can get the help he needs, and hopefully he can bounce back, and hopefully he's not even in jail anymore. Hopefully, he was able to post bail, but I don't know. He's a very prominent figure in professional wrestling, in my opinion. I mean, one of the most popular, one of the most innovating tag teams of all time in TNA wrestling. Harris was known in WWE as Braden Walker, or was it Brandon Walker, right? Brandon Walker, I think it was. And we all saw how far they went. Didn't go so well for them. And, of course, we all saw America's Most Wanted reunite before James Storm's 1,000th match, so we saw how that all came down to about. And what wrestler, what athlete, what former WrestleMania main eventer said that he actually enjoyed wrestling without a live audience? He liked the vibe. He liked the aura out of it. Bryan Danielson, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Daniel Bryan went on the record to say he didn't mind the whole vibe of wrestling. He didn't mind the whole vibe of wrestling without the fans. And I'll tell you what, it took some time to get used to it. I'm glad it's not something we have to get used to every time, all the time, because that was getting a little bit, without the fans, you just lose that live feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's just, something's very different. You know something's very off when the live fans are not there, when they're not chanting, when they're not booing, when they're not making noise. And it's just terrible. It just comes off bad. It looks bad. But Daniel Bryan, he has his reasons, right? Daniel Bryan has his reasons why he enjoyed. Guys, I want your comments on this. Did you enjoy when there was not a live audience, or do you like it better with a live crowd there? And AJ Lee, everyone's saying, oh, is she going to wrestle? CM Punk says, no, she's not going to wrestle. But here's the thing about that, viewers. How many interviews did CM Punk say that he would never return to wrestling, that he was done with wrestling? You would never see him wrestle again. You would never see him appear on wrestling again. And then what happened? CM Punk, it took 7 years. Yes, it took 7 years. But, AJ Lee, she's going to be, helping out with talent. She's going to be an announcer. She's going to be, a very important figure in WOW Wrestling. But, CM Punk went on to say that, she won't be wrestling. Well, again, viewers, I don't know. Is it too early? I know her neck. She's got neck issues. She's definitely got neck issues. And, we don't want to see her in a paralyzed or end up in a wheelchair. We don't want to see, anything like that happen. But, again, CM Punk is the same guy that said in all these interviews and all these videos that, I'm done with wrestling. That's in the rearview mirror now. I'm not focusing on wrestling. But then CM Punk, lo and behold, did return to professional wrestling. So who's to say that AJ Lee, again, viewers, you got to say this, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Never say never in the world of professional wrestling. Whether it be, we never thought Sting would wrestle ever again, right, guys? We never thought that Sting would ever wrestle again. We never thought that a Kurt Angle would ever wrestle again with the way his neck goes. We never thought that Steve Austin, we never thought that Stone Cold Steve Austin would wrestle again. Chris Benoit, oops. I just Chris Benoit myself. Can't say that on the show. He's been blacklisted. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is your one-stop destination for all WWE, AEW. Hell, we even covered TNA and ROH and NJPW when the time calls for it. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about Chris Harris being arrested? What do you think about Daniel Bryan liking the fact that there was no live audience? He liked wrestling in front of no fans. And what do you think about the fact that AJ Lee right now, yeah, she ain't going to be wrestling. But who's to say in the future she doesn't have a match or something quite like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, your comments and your opinions as we settle the score. Remember, we try to come here at least 2 to 3 times a day. That's if that's if there's a lot of news. If there's a lot of news and rumors and headlines, we will cover it. We will bring it to you. We will present it to you as it comes out, as we hear it, as we sense it, as we read it. We will bring it to you. Again, guys, you're not going to have to wait days or hours or weekends. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give it to you as it breaks, as it comes out, because Show and View Entertainment is indeed the everyday delight. As I just bit the hell out of my tongue. I'm busted wide open. I'm busted from ear to ear, guys. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going down in the world of wrestling. Oh, and Eric Bischoff, listen to this tidbit, viewers. Eric Bischoff said that during the invasion in 2001, the WCW-ECW alliance, he said that the WWE wanted Eric Bischoff to make an appearance, but as we all saw, that really did not happen. That did not materialize. But can you imagine if someone like an Eric Bischoff would have appeared? You know what really kills me about that whole invasion angle? A lot of people are for it. Some people are against it. Some people say it failed. I thought it was decent. I thought it was all right. I thought it was worth a watch. You know what I'm saying? But isn't it so funny how in 2002, 2003, then you had the likes of a Hulk Hogan and a Kevin Nash and a Scott Hall and a Goldberg and a Scott Steiner. You had all these guys appearing after the invasion. Like, that was just Booker T, guys like that were coming up the ranks on WWE television after the invasion. Now, just imagine if those guys, imagine if a Goldberg or a Hogan or a Hall or a Nash or a Steiner or a Booker T would have been there, or a Ric Flair would have been there during the actual invasion instead of after the invasion. If they were during the invasion, that would have been a completely different playing field, and it would have been a hell of a lot better. It would have been more intriguing, but you know what? It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, your comments, your opinions. Remember to refresh my channel for Around the Clock. We never stop. Show and View Entertainment, your comments and your opinions, the brash and the brazen. Subscribe, and thank you once again for watching. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.